Meet Boltz, who everyone is calling Peterbot 2.0, with the way he's recently been dominating cash cups. If you check out his recent highlights, you'll see exactly what I mean. But in this video, I thought we'd take a look at his settings and his setup. Starting off in video, he's using 1920 by 1080. He's got performance mode selected, brightness is at 150%, and colorblind mode is off. Along with that, he's got his view distance on medium, which helps him see items at a much farther distance than low. Textures are on low and meshes are on low as well. He sees all of this on the Alienware AW2521HF monitor that is 240Hz. For his mouse sensitivity, his X is on 6.1, his Y is on 6.1, his targeting is on 45, his scope is on 33.6, and all of these are on a mouse DPI of 800. He aims with the Razer Viper Mini Signature Edition. For his keyboard movement, he is using custom diagonals. He's got the forward on 70, the strafe on 90, and the backward on 135. His mousepad is the Ink Gaming Extended mousepad. As for his keybinds, his movement is pretty standard, with sprint on left shift, auto run on alt, and then crouch on tab. His reload is on R, his use key is on mouse scroll wheel down, pickaxe is on X, slot 1 is on 1, slot 2 is on 2, slot 3 is on 3, slot 4 is on caps lock, and slot 5 is on V. His wall is on Q, his floor is on mouse button 5, his stairs is on F, his roof is on C, and his trap is on T, with his build-in edit being on E. He presses all of these with the Apex Pro Mini White/Gold Edition keyboard, with I believe the actuation point being on the fastest one, that's 0.1, and I also believe that he is using the rapid trigger setting. As for his audio settings, he's got his sound quality on high, and he is using visualized sound effects. All of his audio is heard with the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro in the limited black edition. For his game settings, he's got his toggle sprint on, his auto open doors on, his auto pick up weapons off, his auto sword on, his disable pre-edits off, and his auto confirm edits are on edit, which is basically edit on release. To find the benefits of that, check out this video on screen. He's also got one of his replay settings off and all of his sleep/energy saving modes off. And for his HUD settings, he's got his reticle ammo indicator off, his damage numbers on cumulative, his feedback off, and his HUD scale on 60%. Next up, we've got his gaming PC specs. For his CPU, he's using the i9-14900KS, the nvidia RTX 4080 Super graphics card, and he's got 32GB of RAM. Oh, and if you're curious of his mouse grip, here you have it on the left hand side, and then if you're curious of his keyboard positioning, here you have it on the right hand side. Moving on to his nvidia settings. Now in his just desktop color settings, you can see his digital vibrance is slightly increased at 55%. Then we've also got his 3D settings, which looking through all of these slowly, as you can see, he's obviously going through them all. These do look to have been optimized. He's got a lot of these settings off to increase his FPS, and then he's got some of the settings on, like low latency mode to lower his input delay. But if you want to find out what each and every setting actually does, you can check out my video all about this on screen right now. Moving on again, we've got his Windows settings. So firstly, you want to click on the start menu, go into settings, then where it says system, go into display. Then if you scroll down slightly to where it says graphics, inside here you firstly want to make sure the custom options are set to desktop app. Then you want to go ahead and click on browse, and inside this section is where we want to find our Fortnite game folder. Now I know for a fact mine is in my SSD, it's under the Fortnite folder. It's also under Fortnite game, binaries, Win64, and then boom, in here should be your Fortnite client, Win64 shipping. That's what we're looking for right now. A lot of people think it's a Fortnite launcher, but it's not. You actually want the Win64 shipping one. And once that's selected, just go ahead and click on this add button at the bottom right. And you'll see just like that, if we scroll down, it's now been added. And you can also do this to any favorite game that you play that you want an FPS boost for. But we're not done yet. If you then go onto options, this is a real important part. In here, you want to change the graphics preference from the default, let Windows decide, which by the way, they could put on the power save, and we don't want that. Instead, you want to put it on high performance and then go ahead and click on save. For step 2, you want to press the following commands on the desktop. That's Control, Alt and Delete. And inside the task manager, if you click on performance tab, and if you go down to the bottom under where it says uptime, you will see there's a counter right there, and mine does at the minute say 3 hours 11 minutes and 53 seconds, which is accurate, and that is how long my PC has been up for. But but yours may be a lot different and the number may be significantly higher. And I'm not talking about the hours, I'm talking about the days. I've heard people have had their uptime like 10 days, 20 days, even over a month, which is just mind-blowing, but that's what Windows does by default, and it's because of a fast start feature, which basically puts your PC into this like safe hibernation mode, but having uptime for that long can have a huge impact on your performance. What you want is what I've got right here, so every time you turn off your PC, your uptime gets reset. So let me show you how to do that right now. So you want to open up the start menu, and inside here you want to type in Control Panel and select it. You then want to select the first one, System and Security, then click on the Power Options, and from there you want to find this little shield logo with an underlined text saying change settings that are currently unavailable, and from there we have access to the fast start setting, which Windows do recommend. And like I mentioned before, it does help your PC start up faster after shutdown, but it does it in a really weird way where it puts your PC in hibernation and it doesn't fully shut it down. So if we go ahead and turn off this setting, which is 100% safe and fine, and it's something I actually highly recommend doing, especially if you've got an SSD, if we then go on to save changes, now if we shut down our PC and turn it back on again, the uptime will be fully reset. All of these will be on 000, and it'll be like literally a few seconds since your PC has booted up, which as you can imagine can significantly improve your FPS. Next from that, I want to cover the best Epic Games Launcher settings. You want to head to the top right into the settings, then scroll down to where it says desktop notifications and simply disable show free games and show news and special offers, as these can cause FPS stutters when they're pushed out, so it's best to disable both of them. After that, you can scroll down slightly and open up Fortnite. You can tick the additional command line box and you can put in these 3 different commands if you'd like, although I have heard that they don't actually do anything this season, but I like to just try them anyway. Next, in the library where you see Fortnite, click on it and then go into the options, and inside here you want to uncheck high-res textures for a slight FPS boost. You want to uncheck DirectX 12 shaders as we're going to use performance mode, and I also recommend using the pre-downloaded stream assets as this can help you big time with ping. You can also go into the Epic Games Launcher folder on Windows inside that engine file right there and actually paste in this command that I'll have in the description below. And what this does is it increases your download speeds on the Epic Games Launcher, so you'll download game updates way faster than before. And to finish this off, I'll chuck in his network settings too. Straight away you want to update your network drivers to make sure these are the latest ones available. Then want to go into your network settings and basically set them up like I've got on screen. These are essentially the best network settings you can use. Just make sure to copy one for one what I'm using on screen right now. After that, you can use the lowest ping DNS server, which Epic Games themselves recommend. Just go into your network settings as shown on screen, then in the DNS section where you put the address, you can put in a custom one, and to find out which one is the best one for you, you can use DNS benchmark, or you can type in this command on screen inside the CMD. And that's all for Boltz settings. If it helped out, feel free to drop a like and subscribe for more, and before you go, check out any of my other videos on screen right now.